Both monitors were being fed the same action via a hellishly expensive private fiber optic hookup from different camera angles. On both sets, you could see the same three young white men in t-shirts, 21 or 22 years old. Certainly not much more than that, boys really, drinking beer in a beat-up booth with leatherette seats, a speckled Formica tabletop, and a little cafe lamp. All three had smooth, tender jawlines and roses in their cheeks. Their hair was cut so close their ears stuck out. Happy and high, they radiated the rude animal health of youth, even in the gloom of a topless bar as transmitted to this cubicle over the remote fiber optic feed. By now, after midnight, they had reached the garrulous stage. Their conversation chundered out against the irritating thud of a country metal band which was beyond camera range. And yet such were the wonders of modern electronic surveillance. In this case, the microphone planted in the cafe lamp. He could hear every word they said, assuming you could call them words. The biggest of the three boys was speaking, the one with all the muscles. His voice had a babyish quality. "Man, what's the matter with you?" "Dear God in heaven, Irv," said the blonde pomposity. "What's he saying?" "He's saying, man, what's the matter with you?" said Irv. He spoke in a low voice and never took his eyes off the monitors and slouched down even farther into his seat, as if withdrawing into a shell to indicate that questions and comments were not welcome. On the screen, the boy continued. "You ain't seen no snakes. I mean, hell, you can't tell me you seen no snakes out here in no broad daylight." "'Deed I did too, Jimmy," said the raw-boned boy right across the table from him. "You know, like it gets sunny late in the morning, toward noon. They like to come out here on the concrete strip over the depot, where it's warm. Just stretch out for a spell. Saw one yesterday, big old rattler. Sucker must have been as big around as a gasoline hose." The big blonde let out a ferocious sigh. "What are these people saying? We're gonna have to use subtitles, Irv, and see if somebody can't do something about the light." "I don't want to use subtitles," said Irv in a whisper meant to admonish her to keep quiet. "I don't want to create the impression that gay bashers are some kind of strange alien creatures, because they're not. I want to show they're the boy next door. They're as American as 7-Eleven or Taco Bell, and they're bigots and they're murderers." "Well, that's fine," said her erect highness, "but these three kids, suppose one of them blurts out the whole thing while we're sitting here. Suppose one of them says, 'Right, I'm the one who killed him,' and it comes out, 'Right, I'm the one what killed the choir.' How's the viewer supposed to know? I mean, these kids are speaking rural Romanian. I say we use subtitles." "It's not that hard to understand," whispered Irv, getting testy. "I thought you were from the South." "I am, but—" She broke off. Her eyes were pinned on the monitors. Besides, the light's too dim. Irv's voice rose. "Too dim?" He gestured toward the screens. "What do you think this is, the Wonder Years? That's a dive, a saloon, a gin mill, a topless bar in Fayetteville, North Carolina, Mary Carey. I mean, Jesus Christ, that's real life you're looking at in real time, and that's the light that's there." "Fine, but considering we've already gone to the trouble of wiring the place, who's the field producer on this piece?" "Ferretti." "Well, get him on the line. I want to talk to him." "I'm not calling him in the middle of a live feed when he's monitoring an undercover operation." "I don't see what difference—" "Shh," said Irv, slouching down still farther and concentrating on the monitors as if the three boys were about to say something pertinent. But it was just more redneck saloon jabber about snakes and God knew what else.